Damn, I wanted to hit that. Okay, I'm gonna turn down this music a little bit more. By a little bit, I mean crank my shit down to like. Yeah, that works. Okay. I think. And Final Fantasy X. Don't worry, that's still gonna happen. Final Fantasy X at least. Um, Star Rail though, yeah, no, I've lost like all of my will to play that game. I was kind of already getting to that point, and then they kind of just butchered Siren's Kit somewhat. For like the one character that I actually care about, not really, which is Midamos. Um, but it's also kind of just because he doesn't have a dedicated support. And okay, I was able to land like all of these. What the fuck happened? Bruh. Whatever. We will. But like for Mighty, you end up learning the shittier healer, which is Hyacinth, who isn't a shittier healer, but it is for him. Compared to like, Gallagher, Luocha, or even just not running a healer at all. Yeah, no, they just didn't make her great. Maybe that can change. I don't know. But it is what it is. And then just the gameplay loop hasn't been fun. I'm not really looking forward to the next region. Well, no, actually not if, when the game progresses like it typically does. Which is end of a version, at least with Penacony, right? Version 1 ends, Penacony comes out, we get Sparkle, we get Black Swan. Truthfully, not a bad start to a new region, right? You're giving characters some pretty good options to have when they were kind of before. Like Black Swan with Kafka, and then, Dan Heng, and Bibiter Lune specifically, paired with Sparkle. And QQ, too, right? And then, like, Acheron came out, and it was just like, oh, okay. And then every DPS after her was kind of, like, around or better than her, and that kind of just killed the 1.0 cast. And then the same shit happened in Amphorius. I will say a little bit less so, not really, because Casterus' team is so absurdly overpowered. That kind of just shits on everything. But it is what it is. Ah, damn. I went sick by like that. So, instead of streaming Star Rail, I'm streaming Session. This game's fun. It's very difficult. But every time I fuck up, I don't really feel bad. The game was on sale. Or like the year 1 version was on sale, which I guess is just the base game and some DLC. So once I actually properly land this frickin' trick that I'm trying to do, I'll go to a DLC map. I guess this could also just be like another talk about Skate thing, because I made that video about Skate, and then I kept playing it for a little bit, and I stopped because the game just wasn't fun. That works, sure, whatever. So let's go to, I like this place. I like this abandoned mall. It's pretty fun. But I mean, yeah, the game just got exceptionally boring with the amount of honestly, just with the lack of fun. Like, once you finish the grind for the 3 zones, it's kind of just repeating the same shit over and over and over again. And that just, for me, is not that fun. Like, at all. So, I decided to call it quits. I didn't do any of the Halloween event that's going on right now. I also probably just wouldn't care. The hoodie you get from it's kind of sick. But I'm good, bruh. Aw, damn. So, for skateboarding games, and I've heard about Session. Nothing really, like, too bad about it. I was kind of on the fence, because for whatever reason it has, like, a 2.8 rating on, the PlayStation Store. Now, to be fair, if you pay $70 for this game, yeah, you're kind of dumb, I'm not gonna lie. But if you wait for that hoe to be on sale, now that shit worth it. That shit worth it. Because I got the game for 17 bucks. And that was with the first year of DLC. The year 2-pack is on sale, but it's like 13 bucks for 4 maps. I think it's 3, I don't remember. Less than 5, I know that much. And yeah, I don't got time for that. So I just decided, nah, I'll just get the year 1 edition. God damn. But yeah. I mean, the game just wasn't that fun after a while. There's only so much you can do with the way that the structure of the game is set up. Now, granted, that's kind of the same for Session. I'm not gonna act like, you know, those games are fundamentally different. You do challenges, you get rewards. Difference is the challenges in Session have a fixed end to them, whereas the challenges in the skate game kind of just don't. Oh, damn. Right, like, you end up just doing your daily, weekly missions with maybe some changes. Like, maybe you're supposed to skate in Goldcrest Village, right? One day, and then you skate in Markham Isle the next. Or you do line challenges instead of, well, normal challenges, I guess. On the spot. Right? So, like, there's some variety there. But not much. And once you actually grind out the map, there's kind of just nothing to do. It doesn't help either that despite having access to, like, hundreds of props that you can use, you can't make your own, like, skate park. Yet, at least. Which is kind of lame, because if you could, that'd be sick. I mean, that was one feature that I really liked a lot about Skate 3, is you had custom parks that you were able to download. Take a step forward. Oh, oops. Alright, that's better. But you had custom maps that you can download and just fuck around with, right? There's like that. Well, okay, this wasn't a custom one, but this was one that you unlocked after finishing the game, or like when you're right about to finish the game. It was like that really big Monster Energy one. That was sick. That was fucking awesome. But on top of that, you also did have very big custom parks, and those just aren't in this skate game for whatever reason. I mean, the reason is the game sucks, but you didn't hear that from me. Now, granted, as far as I'm aware, you can't do that in Session either. Like, you can't make a custom park, but I don't really think that matters. Because, well, on one hand, they never advertised. Well, I guess Skate didn't advertise that either. But still, you know, it's like if you were able to do it in the last game, I feel like it's a safe assumption to do it in this game. Also, actually, yeah, if you're getting like hundreds of, you know, these materials, right? once you hit rank 10 in your respective area out of the 3, your level 10 box, like loot box shit, is purely buildable stuff. So you would think that you'd be able to make your own park. But I guess not. That was fucking sick. Okay, I'll count that. We can go to another place now. Let's go to... Sure, let's go to the park. Why not? I have the game set on night because it's... But yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I was ranting about other than just not liking Skate anymore. My bad for yammering. Oh, that's clean. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's some cool shit is that I can do. Oh, another thing that I really like about this game, I guess I could just talk about that, yeah. Reasons why I like Session so far. I don't remember if I talked about the difference in controls. So for Skate, right, I mean, this has been since the first game. This was one of the biggest just improvements of a video game genre. I feel like in recent memory at least, was the Flick It system, where using only the right stick, you flick it in different directions and you do different tricks, and it's pretty sweet. It's just satisfying, right? It was a very big achievement out of its time, and it's great. Session, however, did something a little bit different. So, for their skating, right, rather than only using one of the sticks, you use both of them. So, the right stick, I don't know why I'm doing this like you guys can fucking see what I'm doing with my goddamn controller. With the right stick, that controls, well, your right foot. Pretty nifty. Your left stick controls your left foot. So it's really freaking sick. You move your right stick in the direction that, you know, you want to emulate the trick in real life, and then you flick the left stick out to actually pop the trick up. It's so satisfying. But it does make the game a bit more difficult. I don't really think that's a bad thing, though. Especially, you know, for doing like cool street skating stuff like this. I'm gonna see if I could hit a grind up that. That'd be kind of cool. I will say also the soundtrack, I do like it. It is kind of funny. Mind you, I'm musically illiterate when it comes to genres. That was kind of okay. But it's like 2 lo-fi stations, pretty sure is what the genre's called, and then oh, that's just not there. Okay, never mind. Okay, so the 3rd station is, I guess, just copyrighted music, because this game also has a streamer mode where it gets rid of the music that has copyright, which I think is pretty neat and handy. Oh, oops. But it's really relaxing. That was fucking sweet. Yeah. Let's explore a bit. The camera is also another thing. It's pretty cool. I guess for your guys' sake, I will... Where is it? Take the camera speed down for motion sickness. But you can choose the lens that you want, which is pretty sweet. And I really like that. Like, it's cool. I like this. This is awesome. I like the way that the 4-3 looks. I don't actually know if that's what it's like called or if you call it something else. I low-key kind of fucking hate playing with it though, just because I barely have any room on the left side, which is typically the side that I'm grinding shit on. But it is what it is. I'm trick lining. Sorry. Can I hop this? That was weak. It was kind of cool. So I stop. No, okay, I want to see if I can just like land on this. I'm gonna take that as a no. I don't want to do this for like 4 minutes. But yeah, I really like the camera. My personal favorite, I mean, it was the one that we were already on. But I'll go to a different one. Let's go to the fisheye wide. Yeah, I actually don't know if this was the one that I was on. Was it? Maybe it was. I don't know. There's two of the fisheye ones. They're both pretty sick. Reminds me a lot of Skate 2, where you're essentially being followed by your cameraman, which is pretty cool, and you just have like the fisheye lens following you around. I guess another thing is also just the scenery. I'm pretty sure I said this in the skate video I made. I am not a fan, like, at all of, the map of Skate. Like, I genuinely don't like it. I just don't think it's good. Mostly because everything kind of just blends in with each other to a degree. You know, like I'm kind of just going to be repeating my talking points. Whereas in this game, like Skate does, I'm also going to turn on, I'm going to do a different thing. This is also a cool feature. We'll do 7. That shit is blinding, my god. Looks sexy though. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, the skate game takes place in one city, Sandvan, whereas this game takes place in, I mean, shit, Philadelphia, New York, San Fran. So, it's gonna be fucking different. But one thing that is unanimous about all 3 of these places is they look like shit. As in, they look pretty beat up. They actually, I like it a lot. I think it looks good. And Sandvan just doesn't have that. Like, at all. And I would be lying if I said that I have not been watching a few videos that were like, why Skate sucks? Just out of curiosity. One point, and I don't remember the name of this content creator, so apologies. They made a good point in that Skate City just feels like an amusement park. Which I don't inherently think is like a bad thing necessarily. If it wasn't like the base map of the game. And I guess what I mean by that is... What do I mean by that? If there's more variety. Right? Like, how Skate 3 had the very 3 distinct zones. How, well, you know, I mean, Session has its 3 very distinct zones. You would think that there'd be a bit more variety. But it also doesn't surprise me just with how the state of a lot of these games are that are made by pretty big publishers. I mean, shit, you figure EA, they made what, a Plants vs. Zombies, like a remake? But it was just AI upscale dog shit for $20. When you can just buy the normal Plants vs. Zombies when it's on sale for like $3. That's what I did. And that was worth it. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, shit for both of those games. Like, Plants vs. Zombies was basically the only actual game outside of, you know, like web browsing games when I was a kid, right? Like CartoonNetwork.com, Cool Math Games. Ninja Kiwi did not work on my grandma's computer, though. Every time I'd try to play Bloons Tower Defense 4, it would just freeze up. Is what it is. I eventually ended up playing it. But, like, Plants vs. Zombies played a very big part in my childhood in terms of just a game that I look back fondly of. I remember I had a sketchbook in, I think it was 6th grade. It was either 6th or 5th. It was probably 6th. And I was just obsessed with drawing, like, concept ideas of plants for that game. Because that game was fucking awesome. I mean, my grandma beat the game, like, probably 100 times. She was locked the fuck in. If she was not playing Candy Crush, she was playing Plants vs. Zombies. Right? Like, I'm pretty sure it's one of those games where you could show it to probably anyone, and they'll probably enjoy it to some degree. And if not, well, then they're a fucking weirdo. No, they're not. But something might be wrong with them. And, you know, I mean, seeing EA just do what they do and make a really shitty, in air quotes here, remaster, that shit just kind of hurts. I mean, you even had the fucking singer for some of the game's music. I think it was, no, there were male vocals, I think. Struggling to remember. Anyway, you had the singer go onto Twitter and even say, like, yeah, the music for the remaster just isn't good. It's like, damn. And then they also just made up concept art to show to people. Like, you don't need to do that. If you want, you could show us some stuff from the original games. That'd be kind of cool. Original game, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's just that, and then the skate stuff. Oh, that was another reason actually why I stopped playing skate. Is, well, okay, when I was already getting to the point of just getting pretty tired with the game, I realized that, well, I didn't realize it, but I saw online, and then more people were verifying it, that some of the graffiti that was in the city is just AI generated. And I was like, alright, yeah, okay, I'm done. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So, I stopped there. Maybe I'll go back to the game. I don't know. I doubt I will. I see enough of the game on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. I think I'm good. But yeah, very frustrating. That is what it is. I realize I haven't said nearly, oh yeah, it says right there, 25 minutes in the stream. I hope you guys had a good day. It's about to be Friday. Yeah, in like 9 minutes. So I hope you guys have a great Friday. celebrate making it through another day, whether that's, you know, watching a episode of a show that you've already watched, or a new episode of a show, or getting absolutely fucking blasted. That was kind of cool. Can I hit a 540? I can. We'll go to one last map. We haven't been to New York, so we'll go here. Oh, I like this place. I like the bridge. Well, I mean, I have to kind of make it down here first. This map kind of sucks at night, but it's pretty cool during literally any other time. That was bad. Now, I'm pretty bad at flipping out of a grind. Okay, that was fucking clean as hell, never mind. I'm goated at this game. Oh, I tried to manual. So let me calm the fuck down. Never mind. No need for me to calm down when I'm the fucking goat. Don't mess up. Oh, damn. Oh, well, I kind of already messed up. I didn't mean for that to be a grind. Ow. But yeah. I don't know when I'll stream Final Fantasy X. Maybe it'll be tomorrow night. Maybe it'll be Saturday. For sure not Sunday, though. Like, that I know for a fact. And then in terms of, like, a schedule, quite literally whenever I feel like it. So, yeah. I have been playing more Wizard 101. Which, again, if you didn't see the video, I made one video of it. The game was not in the best state on console. It was super fucking laggy. It ran horribly. They fixed that. It runs good now. The main problem is loading into areas. They had a queue of players because their servers were so packed that because they were not expecting the amount of people to play. Which was, man, I know we talked about, you know, EA sucking absolute nuts, and King's Out, yeah, I mean, they will milk your fucking wallet dry. But goddamn, that felt good. Never in my 17 years of playing Wizard 101 have the servers ever been like that. Now, granted, the servers are significantly smaller on console, so it makes sense that they kind of overloaded, I guess is the right term. Ow. But still, it's awesome to see, like, my favorite game from my childhood get that kind of treatment. So, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about, or want to talk about. Not really. Yeah, it's mostly just been no more Star Rail streams for the foreseeable future. And I quit Skate and I started playing Session. If I can't hit this, that's fine. Then I'll just end. Yeah, we did hit the 30-minute mark. Cool. Well, I did something. On this channel, at least. I'll take it. I need to keep reminding myself that I made this channel for myself, specifically. Just to kind of have an outlet to talk. Instead of trying to be like, okay, I need to upload this, I need to upload this, I need to upload this. But at the same time, you know, I don't want to break any promises, and I did promise that I would be playing Final Fantasy X. But I'm just, I guess, kind of intimidated by the game, with it being a Final Fantasy game that is long as hell. Yeah, it's fine. I fucked up. Is that my ass? I don't know. Rest assured, we will be playing that game soon. So, I'm gonna get going. It's midnight, almost midnight, and I want to sleep. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like this, be back for more. That's all I ask. Take care.